Mamdani, 3 weeks before he takes office, has now formed an advisory panel loaded with more than 100 local elected officials. Those officials, people who supported him in the election.
3 weeks before taking office, Zohran Mamdani is already doing something unusual. He's not announcing commissioners. He's not rolling out legislation. He's building access, and access in politics is power.
Who likely will have the mayor's ear come January 1st. People like congressional representatives Hakeem Jeffries and AOC.
This advisory panel includes more than 100 elected officials, people who endorsed Mamdani, campaigned for him, and now sit close to his transition. Names like Hakeem Jeffries, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, State Attorney General Letitia James, City Comptroller Brad Lander. This is not symbolic. This is a governing network. Mamdani takes office in 3 weeks. It's been nearly a month since his last major appointment announcement. Critics say the process is slow. Mamdani says it's deliberate, because before filling positions, he's mapping influence, who he listens to, and how decisions will flow.
Who likely will have the mayor's ear come January 1st. People like congressional representatives Hakeem Jeffries and AOC.
The obvious question came quickly. If this is about listening to different viewpoints, why is the advisory panel made up almost entirely of supporters?
It is by no means exhaustive, and today was a bringing together of those that helped us to...
Mamdani's response was careful. He framed this panel as one channel, not the whole conversation. These are the people who helped build the coalition, and now they're being brought back into the room. In other words, loyalty matters, but it isn't exclusive. What's more revealing is who's not formally included. Opposition figures. Skeptics. Those who didn't support his candidacy. In transition politics, that absence speaks. Because advisory panels don't pass laws, they shape priorities.
But it's someone who Mamdani called the greatest mayor of his lifetime. Reporting live in Lower Manhattan, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Noticeably absent from the advisory panel, former Mayor Bill de Blasio. Despite endorsing Mamdani, and despite Mamdani praising his legacy, de Blasio isn't part of the structure. That suggests continuity, but not revival. This advisory panel tells us 3 things. First, Mamdani values coalition politics over lone decision-making. Second, he rewards early supporters with proximity to power. Third, he's still defining how wide the circle will eventually be. Whether this becomes inclusive governance or insular decision-making will depend on what comes next. Zohran Mamdani hasn't taken office yet, but the lines of influence are already being drawn. And in New York City, who gets heard often matters more than what gets said.